Hello and welcome to another one of D's ADD videos. Today we're going to be looking at the non-separable differential equations. So if you're trying to solve a first order differential equation and you're trying to do algebra and separate the variables, x is on one side, y is on the other, and you just have a hard time doing it, and you end up trying, you give up, and you realize that it might be a non-separable. And typically it's going to have the general form that looks like this, where it's some dy dx plus some function attached to the y equals some other function in terms of x. And if that is indeed the scenario, you need to stop trying your algebra and follow these steps. So the following steps start out with making sure that the coefficient right here is a 1. If there's anything but a 1 here, you need to divide it out into these two terms. After that, you need to find your integrating factor, and your integrating factor is e raised to the integral of p of x dx. So whatever this is attached to the y, you integrate it and then simplify it. For instance, if it's e to the ln when you're done, e and ln cancel, and you just have an x term. Now, from here, you could multiply both sides by the integrating factor and go down that road. But this video is just going to focus on the formula because it's a lot faster and quicker, and people tend to get a little lost in the actual mechanics. The formula is the end result of the other method. And I'll probably show it in the beginner example video, the full way of doing it and the formula. Just use a really easy example so that you can see what's going on. But the formula gets you there every time and is much quicker and less troubling for a lot of people. So once you find your integrating factor, plug into this formula here, 1 over your integrating factor times the integral of your integrating factor times q of x, what's to the right of the equal sign, dx plus c, and you're going to then integrate and distribute the 1 over mu term. And once you do that, make sure you do it to your plus c as well, not just to the integral answer. Again, I will show you the longer way in which you multiply both sides by the integrating factor in probably one of the videos, beginner or intermediate. It's just a few extra steps, and if you can just look at it step by step, you'll realize it's not as bad as it seems at first. It's just new material and seems overwhelming. So again, recap, make sure it's in this form. You'll notice that you're having trouble with your algebra, so make sure this is 1, divide out anything that's in front if it's not. Find your integrating factor, e to the p of x integral, and p of x is whatever's attached to the y. Integrate that, simplify it, plug into this formula, integrate, multiply the 1 over u term. That'll give you the general solution. If I give you initial conditions, what y and x equals, you can solve for c, plug back in, and get the particular. All right? Hope that clarifies the concept enough for you to try some of these. They're not too bad. If you just practice a few, you'll see that you can do them pretty straightforward. All right? Thanks for watching. Practice, 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 and have a great day.